top 10 no-code AI tools with which you can create AI applications or AI solutions. So before I jump on, let me throw some light on AI market report scope. Basically, the market size value of AI in 2021 is around 93.53 billion USD. So as per the prediction, it's going to increase to 997.77 billion US dollars by 2028. So imagine, guys, how much growth it's going to take. Artificial intelligence is kind of a fast-growing industry, which is affecting almost all different sectors. So all of these different domains are kind of leveraging AI, power of AI, I would say, to grow basically, right? So thanks to grandviewresearch.com. So credits to that particular website. And so this is what the trend looks like. Starting from 2017, we just had $2.57 billion and then market size, and then look at 2028. So how huge it's going to increase. So there's a lot of scope, and there's a lot of developments going to happen with this particular artificial intelligence with respect to different domains. So let me jump on to the different no-code AI tools. I've kind of listed down top 10 no-code AI tools with which any person who doesn't know coding or programming can actually leverage these tools to create a powerful, applications, AI solutions using these platforms. So number one is the Google Teachable Machine. Google Teachable Machine actually has started in 2017. That's the first release by Google, and post 2 years there were a lot of developments happen, and the recent release has happened in 2019. There's a lot of additional features that's been added to this particular tool, and this is really good for image classification and audio classification as well as posture detection as well. Let's say you're sitting in front of the camera, and then let's say your posture is changing. The classification model can actually detect your position and then give the right outputs to the next application. Top three things are kind of image classification, audio classification or audio detection, and then posture detection as well. That's the first one. Second tool is the Google Vertex AI. Again, from the Google, we have got this Vertex AI, and this is a kind of sophisticated tool with a lot of enhanced versions, enhanced features that's been released. So it has basically got four different segments. The first segment is the image segment, wherein again you have image classification, again image detection, and a lot of other features as well there. The second segment is a tabular segment, wherein you can actually have a tabular sort of data, and then it actually classifies, do the segregation with respect to the values there. The third one is the text, again NLP, natural language processing, and then the fourth one is video classification as well. It's a very powerful tool, and then again, guys, so this particular tool doesn't require any coding as such. You can actually, with a minimal expertise, you can actually get into the tool and then create your own models having the good standard data. Okay, so that's the second tool. Moving on to the third one is Lobe AI. Lobe AI is the Microsoft tool. It's a very powerful tool as well, growing very fast. So right now they've got image classification as the standard one already present, and object detection and then data classification as well is kind of in pipeline right now. Visit the Lobe AI website and then see what features they're kind of releasing time to time, and they've got a lot of good examples in their website. Leverage those ideas as well if you're looking out to create some AI sort of applications. So that's a good website as well. One good part is you can actually download this software to your local system and then create models, train models, and then use them. That's the third one. Moving on, the fourth tool is a Rapid Miner. It's a visual workflow tool. It's a kind of complete automation of data, right from acquisition till the usage of the data. End-to-end automation of the data pipeline, I would say. They also call it as the end-to-end data science platform as well, wherein you can also have the provision of automating the AI pipeline as well without any coding. So you can always explore that as well there if you're new to AI side. And the fifth one is the AWS SageMaker Autopilot. So this is from AWS side, basically AWS product. So Autopilot again doesn't need any coding within the AWS ecosystem, wherein all the heavy lifting of the different models has been taken care. So the moment you run this Autopilot, it actually runs the model with all different different algorithms and then pick the best on the top. So you can just click on the top one and then look at the accuracy and then go ahead creating that model particular or extracting that particular model. So all the heavy lifting in terms of parameter tuning, the model selection depends on the data, and all has been taken care by the tool itself. So you need not worry about anything. So that's a good tool as well. And moving on, sixth one, we have got Azure ML. As we have seen, Google, Microsoft, and AWS is kind of fast growing in terms of technology. So Azure as well has come up with its own ML platform, which is a kind of fits into ecosystem of Azure. Let's say you are using Power BI in terms of reporting the data. So this is a good tool to create a model and deploy it into the Azure storage itself, and then you can actually easily link it with the Power BI. It all comes under the ecosystem of Azure. And then moving on, we have got Data Robot. This is a very old tool. It's been started in 2012, wherein they actually started automating parts of data scientist work, data pre-processing or feature tuning. Those small tasks they started to automate and evolved to actually take care of the end-to-end automated pipeline as well. That's one tool to try out. And again, all of these tools are doesn't need any coding. So that's the intention of this video, to just go over no code AI tools. So yeah. So next one is obviously AI. It's a very good tool in terms of predictive analysis, I would say. Like in case if you want to predict the prices of one particular segment of cars, or maybe market value of some particular goods. So that's one more tool to explore if you're new to AI side and wants to explore, create a model without writing a single line of code. The ninth one is Paraboli AI, and here this is a tool which is right now evolving, though it may not have all the sophisticated models covered. It's still evolving, and then there's a lot of things which we can still do it from Paraboli AI. So basically it's a kind of deep learning concepts which are with respect to NLP is one thing which it's actually taking care of, and a few other on image classification. So that's a good tool as well there, for someone who is new to coding or wants to learn coding and wants to explore the creation of models in parallel. It's a good tool as well. And last but not least, we have got a set of tools, I would say, which cannot be ignored in this video. They've got a really good market share right now, especially the H2O AI and then DataIQ, which have been into the ETL pipelines specifically, and then evolving more in terms of automating the end-to-end AI pipelines, I would say. So we have got a AutoML as well, which needs a little bit of coding, which doesn't need someone to be expert of Python or R, but it does need limited set of coding, and then it does a great job as well. So these are a few things which you can actually explore. I will definitely be creating few videos in detail for each of these tools, and with examples. And yep, that's all in this video. Thank you so much.